Hey there, Libra. It's Wes with Aurawest Tarot, and today we're going to be doing your bi-weekly for January 2022. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Timestamps will be down in the comment section down below. Alright. What do we got for Libra Collective going into the first week of January 2022? General messages, please. So Libra, some of you may have been a little bit to yourself. I'm getting a lot that there may have been a little bit of petty pinching, worrying about what you have. I don't know if there's a scarcity mindset going on here, but we have you showing up to pretty much your own your own reading with a Justice card here. What is that about? Tell me more about the Justice. Well, actually, I take that back. I think some of you may have been possibly obsessive about some. You might have had a fire sign here, Libra, that you. It's possible for some of you that you've been a little bit obsessed on someone that you know is hot, sexy, and you know it. Yeah, whoever this person is here, Libra, is somebody that you've been quite focused on. But I think there is a case of wanting to work as a team with this person. And I think you're asking the question, can I? Can I do that? Is it possible to work with somebody that is fire energy? Somebody that's in and out. Now, the king is someone exciting, passionate, charming. You know, you can definitely... They're very likable, we'll just say that. But whatever the case is, yeah. You've been very interested in this person. Now, in your current, we have Page of Wands. So, Page of Wands is going to talk about... a lot of forward movement again, but at the same time we also have you having some silence to yourself. Maybe just taking a breather. Perhaps this person, whoever you're dealing with, is coming in with trying to woo you to do something. There you go, forward movement. This person wants forward movement with you. I don't know who you've been dealing with here, Libra, but one thing's for certain is that there's a lot of progression and opportunity to move forwards here. I think for a portion of you, probably taking time to yourself, just thinking about which way to go about things. I don't really know. You might have a lot of options on the board. Thinking about the different choices in life. Is it wise to go down the road with this person? I don't know. Whoever they are, they obviously seem to catch your eye, so just letting you know. And with the Four of Pentacles here, probably suggesting they also catch your eye quite a bit, to the point where you feel a little obsessed with them. Oh yeah. Look at the Strength in reverse here, going into your future, going into the next 2 weeks of January, so the later part of the next 2 weeks. And what's interesting is we have forward movement. You're putting everything into this. And what is it about? Lovers. So I think whoever this person is going to come in and woo you and charm you. Yeah, I don't really have much as far as anything else going here. This is definitely this is all about something coming in for you. Okay, and it could be a past lover, it could be whatever, it could be someone new for some of you. I'm getting a sense intuitively it's something new, but you know, there's a potential that it could be a past lover, but I do get a sense that for a good portion of you, it's going to be someone new here that's coming in. I think you do want something that's more, you know, I don't think you just want the standard relationship that you've had in the past where there's a bunch of bullshit. I think you're trying to correct all those problems, and I think this person, whoever you're placing your faith in, seems to be someone that you're kind of caving in a little bit, especially with the Strength in reverse here, suggesting that you're a little weak for them, a little weak sauce. This person seems to really kind of take you off your feet a little bit. And I think you're excited. So far the spread is looking fantastic here, Libra. Okay. Now, just want to chime in here. If this wasn't somebody that's new, this is definitely going to be then somebody that's probably from the past. Most likely, an ex that could have been a little bit toxic, but at the same time, perhaps they're trying to try a different strategy at your heart. And if that's the case, then I think you might feel a bit weak for them and cave into stuff that you know you shouldn't. But just saying. What do we got for our Libra singles? Dealing with somebody. Not your mom, not your dad. This is somebody that's on your mind. A lover of some sort. Somebody that you've had a close bond with, or you're wanting to have a close bond with, or you have interaction with. I don't know if you're I think for a good portion of you are at a distance from whoever this person is. You're at a distance with this person. At the same time, I don't necessarily think there's unfinished business or anything like that, but I think that the situation is something that you're wanting to take to the next level. You want to pull this person in, but I'm getting a sense that a large portion of you are kind of being a little bit too safe. In other words, you aren't making any moves towards this person. You're just trying... it's like it's not moving forwards, but at the same time, you're like, don't really know where it's going. So you're just kind of putting your hands on your butt and just kind of waiting. Where's this going? And I think there is some spying and some stalking, kind of probably going on their social media, figuring out what they're doing. Oh yeah. And a lot of you are going to deny that and say, well, that's absolutely not me. Well, it's a good portion of other people out there. Because that's what the tarot suggests. But if that's not you, then it could be that, it's also possible that maybe you're just trying to... I mean, there's a large stalking presence here, and it's not progression forwards. It just seems to be that there is an effort towards that direction. In other words, that you want that, but at the same time, and this is past energy here. So this is something that you've been working towards. You're wanting it, but it's, for others of you, it might have even been trying to tempt this person in the right direction. Let them know that they can have success. However, it comes out in text or whatever, or a phone call. It's a different story. Whoever this person is probably somebody that, just letting you know, is somebody that that you've probably had difficulty in the past with, and has been a handful to manage. They probably always have a lot of shit going on, things going on in their life, always juggling things. So you probably, I wouldn't be surprised if this person, is somebody that almost suggests that they barely have any time for you. This is also somebody that you cave into very easily, but have taken a break from this person. There might have been silence, whether it's on their side or yours. One of you has pretty much had some silence, or maybe gave up on this, even gave up on the situation at one point. I don't think whoever it is, probably, it does sound like this person seems to give you a lot of resistance. So you do at one point feel like you move forward with them, and then there's issues. Like maybe it's just starting a conversation with them. It seems like it goes good, and they cooperate with you, and the next minute it's like a dry period. Okay, there's going to be a strong... Okay. So this person's probably a fire sign, for sure. Okay, a fire... yeah, we got a lot of fire energy here. So we got, Leo energy. Yeah, so some of you might be dealing with a Leo, Aries, whatever. But fire sign. So there's going to be a decision that needs to be made going into these next 2 weeks of January. And the decision, let's be honest, guys, it's the start of the new year. There's nothing new here. This is not like rocket science here. I mean, it's a decision of basically, do you want to stay with this person or not? And a lot of you are like, well, I'm not with them. Well, do you want to fester your time around this person? Put it that way, okay? Do you want to waste your time? Because at the end of the day, if you're thinking about this person, always wondering and stuff like that, that's mental energy that's being spent on that situation. And you got to ask yourself, is it getting me anything? And if the answer is no too many times, then you probably need to move on. Okay? Easier said than done, I get it. But we do have Ace of Wands in reverse here, suggesting there's going to be delays, a lot of delays, if anything. And I can see why, because the situation seems a lot of stagnancy, a little bit stalking, and I pretty much called it before when we start talking about this reading. It seems like some blockages and things. Probably because this person's being a little bit difficult with you. Death card showing up here. There you go. So there is delays going on here that is stopping you from growing and transforming. What is that about? Well, if you're single, right, and it's just a relationship setting, well, you're not dating the person, but I mean, we're talking about singles here. You know, you've got an interest of this person. You know, there's blockages here, okay, and you can't be compromising for this person that probably isn't giving you the time of the day. Maybe one day they are, then the next day not. Okay, but that's not a really productive situation. It's just not going to give you the fulfillment that you're looking for. You know, whatever their issue is, who knows? Is it their job? Do they have somebody else in the picture? You know, whatever the case is, it's not going to lead you to being content. It's actually, if anything, it's going to drain you, and it's going to drain your finances, and it's also going to mentally stress you, Libra. Bottom line. Okay, and we come back to the portal here with the world card here, suggesting there was distance between you two and stuff like that. It also does talk about stepping into, you know, a new round, a new period of growth. And this is also what's on the play here, Death card. So it sounds like whatever, you know, this Death card has been leading up to has been in the woodwork for quite some time. It just hasn't got quite there. But the universe is trying to nudge you in that direction, saying, you know, are you happy with what you have, Libra? Is this it? This is it. For some of you, you're going to say, like, yeah, it kind of does suck. It's not me. And I do have a tough time. But it's like, you know, it's always easy to say pick a direction. But at the end of the day, it's like you try and do that. And the next minute, you know, you're still finding yourself going back down memory lane. So, easier said than done. But the universe is trying to push you in that direction going the first 6 January. So, with your general messages, there's going to be some confusion. Not, once again, not a surprise. We have the Two of Wands here. There's going to be a period of confusion. You're going to have a lot of things going through your head. And I don't know if it's this person kind of filling your head once again with confusion. I already got a sense that this person might be doing that. Okay, but whatever disappointment or issues, you might have had some daydreaming about this person, kind of just thinking on reminiscing about things or whatever like that. Just kind of watching life go by and, you know, not really paying attention to your potential. But I do get a sense that with the Four of Cups in reverse, that it is something that you're going to overcome. So that's the good news. And I think that's where it's leading up to this Death card. It's coming in for you, Libra, okay? You are going to have some delays. And just so you know, okay, some of the signs I've read for have all had the same issues. So you're not the only sign here. It kind of just seems like how the tarot goes with how things are just transitioning in the season. There are like people, especially going, you know, through the winter season and stuff like that. They're having a period of blues. They don't feel themselves. It's just like a seasonal depression that can sometimes happen for some people. Not everyone. Large portion are not affected, but some people do. So they do especially find this time challenging. If that's one of you, then don't feel bad for yourself. It's just a seasonal thing. Most times in spring and summer, you know, you come over that. And also keep in mind with that, Libra Singles, is that the Death card is really important because, you know, if you are able to release something as hard as it is, it does line you up for coming to that spring and summertime. And what you want to do is basically focus on working on yourself, work on your body, do stuff that's going to grow you, because come spring and summer, where everyone's having fun and there's all the parties and all that kind of stuff like that, if you are someone that's looking, that's the perfect time. And then you're walking into a situation where you're pretty much the best version that you can be. And I know a lot of you, and it's not going to be everyone, but try and be the best version that you can be. Come into spring and summertime, I think, especially if this is a situation that's been difficult for you to walk away from, I think you can do it. And then you align yourself up for spring and summer, where, you know, there's going to be plenty of people that are going to be single, and you're going to look your best, and boom, you're going to roll right in to something brand new. Especially if you're open to it and you got your mind open, you're done with this person. Don't bring this into spring and summertime when all the fun's at and you're still daydreaming about this person who doesn't really seem to give a shit. I'm not getting the best, you know, there's no real like love cards popping out here suggesting this thing is going off, you know, the ringer here, and things are going good. So anyways, that's what I got for you, Libra Singles, dealing with somebody. I think it's just going to be transformation, growth, which, no surprise, brand new year. But do expect some blockages and some delays until you figure out which way you want to go about things. Very important. for you to start small and think about the cons and pros of what you're getting out of this situation. Is it worth it for me to stay in this? Or is it worth it for me to start listing down what I want? How am I going to change? How am I going to do this? Because clearly if this person's not doing it for you, then why are you still dealing with it? Just saying. Oh, and the Hermit card just dropped out. So I think that's very good energy. Could be wrong. But that's suggesting right then and there that you might need to take time for yourself or consult other people that are wiser than yourself, people that have done the journey. Okay. What's their approach? If you need advice, there's plenty of people out there that are willing to give it. So find the right people that can help you, but obviously someone that you resonate with. This situation is very challenging, and for others of you, if you're really having a difficult time, get professional help. You know, some people get stuck in these situations for eternity because of the fact that it's just so toxic that they just can't seem to get their head around it. Don't go into the 2020 like that. Do something about it. Okay? Especially if this is a person that you find is just redundant. Just keeps coming around, causing problems, doesn't respect you. Especially if they know they don't have to respect you. It's like, don't put up with that. Don't. Alright. What do we got for our Libra singles, not dealing with anyone? So this is if you are not dealing with a single person. Alright, so we do have something, Knight of Wands showing up here. So this is a very fiery, passionate person, enthusiastic, that's going to be making an appearance here. Coincidentally, we also have Wands energy with the Nine of Wands about. What's the Knight of Wands about? Oh, okay, so this might be a person here that has been essentially keeping their eye on you, but at the same time is strategic with their approach, essentially on when they make their move here. So there may be somebody here, Libra Singles, not dealing with anyone, keep in mind. You may have somebody here that is somebody that does worry about their progress and where they're going in life. This is a person that's very enthusiastic, and this is not your typical person that is going to be dicking around and whatever like this. This is a person that makes plans. This is a person that is, you know, knows what they want. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles up right here, suggesting that this person does pay attention to things that basically go south for them, and they reevaluate effectively, and they know exactly, you know, if that didn't work for me, how do I approach again? This person may have had a lot of issues in the past that they've conquered and stuff like that, and Knight of Wands being upright like that suggests that if someone's that valiant and on their horse and a fiery presence, that they're moving forward for a reason, because they want to start something fresh, they want to basically look good. This person may also be enthusiastic about their finances. I would expect if you do run into this person, it's going to be something along those lines. That this, you know, you'll probably, don't be surprised if you hear this person almost kind of giving you a myriad of things that they're doing, where they're going, and you know, they just seem like it's one of those people who just want to be like, keep talking, okay, wow, jeez, and then it's like by the time they're done, you're like, what am I doing? You know, shit. You know, so I do think you're gonna have someone here that's charming. It's going to make their appearance to you. But I'm wondering what the Nine of Wands is about. What is that about? I think there's going to be a concern here, though, Libra Singles. I think you're worried, possibly, if this person does approach you, okay? And a lot of you might be saying, how does this person approach me? It's like, how the fuck should I know? I'm reading tarot. I have no idea. But whatever the case is, the tarot is suggesting that this person does come to you. There's some... What way? I have no idea. Okay? But there is a concern here that you feel that it's going to be a lot of work. Because this person, right here, options. Window shopping. The card of... it can also talk about fantasy and stuff like that, but in this case, it's gonna. In this context, it's talking about there's probably gonna be concern that when this person does come up, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be like, wow, you know. Like I said, just wow. Keep talking. Remember when I was talking about that? You're gonna feel like there's just gonna be. You're gonna be faced with this person's got too many options. Why me? Why would they pick me? It's going to be a lot of work. I'm going to really have to kill myself to get their attention. I think there's going to be a lot of self-doubt here, Libra, to be honest, when this person does show up. And I think it's my concern is that probably the reason that's going to lead up to here is going to be a low self-confidence. You're going to feel that, for some of you, that you just don't really measure up, and therefore, if you don't measure up, well, this person's clearly going to be choosing other options, so why me, type thing. I mean, if you were so confident in yourself and you really knew you're like the shit, I mean, you really wouldn't worry about these options. You wouldn't really give a shit. You'd be like, yeah, they definitely want me. And it's like, yeah, well, we can't be like that, crazy to the point our ego is so off the charts that we always think people are going to go on our way. That's not how life is, realistically. But I think there is a concern here that some of you may doubt yourself. I don't know how this person will make their appearance. Maybe they mess with you. Maybe you bump them in the gas station or the grocery store or wherever. Maybe it's a college or work. Could be a work colleague for some of you. But maybe it's a new person starting the job, and it's like, damn, all the girls or all the guys are kind of looking and checking them out, and they're like, damn, they look pretty good. Well, that can be you, okay? Whoever gets with them, or whoever meets up with them, or whoever they're going out with, that could have been you, or it could be you. So just think about that. Why somebody else? Why not you? Make that decision. I think you do have to realize that also, it's also possible for some of you that if you want this person's attention, you do need to put some work in. And for those of you that like to kind of sit and with your, I already said it once before, with your hands in your butt, this is suggesting that, maybe a bit of work, but if you want this person, it is something that's going to be very fulfilling for you. I think it's going to be very fun, very exciting. When they make their appearance, the universe will probably interject them at some point, but you're going to have to basically make the move. And that means open your mouth. Say something. Do something. And if you feel like you're, and this is also something where you might have to chase after this person a little bit. And a lot of you are saying, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that. Well, you know what? You need to try something new. And especially if you haven't had anyone for a long period of time, you might need to put some work into this. And I know that's a shocker, because a lot of you are like, well, that's just not something I want to do because blah, 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 blah. Get rid of that mentality. It's 2022. It's not 2021. Get rid of your mentality. And if you're happy with the results you got from 2021, then keep doing that. If you're not, then the tarot is suggesting that you need to put some more work into this and not become one of the options. Be someone that stands out. Do something different. What is that? I don't know. You find out. I don't know your whole life story. So figure out what you're good at. Impress this person. Do something. Man or woman. It doesn't really matter. Alright. Let's go to our committed Libra. So this is if you're in a relationship with a partner. So, Libras, in your relationship, it seems like there was something that did not go to plan at all, whatsoever. This could have been like, I don't know if you guys went on an adventure, like trying to do something different. Maybe it's like you're going to buy a home, or you guys wanted to move in with each other. Sorry. I don't know if, whatever that is. There was some type of, it's looking at the materialistic plane of life and stuff like that. There's something that came between you two that you guys were trying to probably, maybe you're discussing about doing something with each other. It was an unknown path, and we've got the moon card here suggesting that. So, something that was not familiar to you, something that was a new direction, but at the same time had a lot of unknowns to it. It doesn't seem like it went to plan. We got both reversals, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it could have also been a financial loss of some sort. Maybe you invested into something that just kind of went south with you and your partner. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Jesus, I just shuffled and we still have the Seven of Cups and Knight of Wands. So whatever it's about, it seems to be something with the Seven of Cups here. A lot of choices, a lot of different directions and things to go. And then there was, once again, energy being put into something. I just talked about that. Let's clarify the night, see what that's about. Strength in reverse. I'm pretty sure we had that as well in the reading. So there was like forward movement into some type of direction. Maybe it's not, when I'm kind of been talking about this, it's, I was kind of almost along the lines of like, was it they moving into a home? Were they gonna move into? Were they going to a new house? Was this a new job opportunity? Did they move somewhere? Whatever. Oh, we had a card drop out. Five of Cups in reverse clarified the strength in reverse, suggesting like you're getting over something, but at the same time, this was so we have Knight of Wands, forward movement here, right? Next to a card of confusion, and then clarified too, it is kind of strength in reverse, almost feeling hopeless and stuff about whatever the direction that was, and then it's Five of Cups in reverse, suggesting getting over it, the disappointment. Once again, a card of disappointment and stuff, but it's reversed here, suggesting you're leaning towards getting over that. What is that about, Libra? What the fuck is that about? It's confusing. Hence the card of confusion. Seriously. I'm a little confused at this message here. What's going on? What is this about? What is this whole situation about? Can I get one card? Describe that. I'm a little lost here. Delays, blockages. Once again, what the fuck? What didn't go this way? Is this relationship falling apart? You guys just not having the stability? Are you guys trying to move forward and then it doesn't work and then it's like giving up and then trying to play victim in a situation and then, fights, arguments break out, then getting over it, and then maybe this person, maybe you're dealing with some of you with the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands there and the Seven of Cups. Maybe your partner's been a little bit shady. I don't know. Or have you been? Libra? I don't know what's going on here. More Wands energy. There's so much Wands energy. Holy shit. A Nine of Wands now. And we had that earlier too. I split the deck, shuffled it like 3-4 times. What the fuck? For some of you probably feel like this relationship is just like it's killing you. It's not going in the right direction. It's just failure to take off. It's not going anywhere. Maybe looking at other options. I mean, there's a lot of ways we can interpret these cards here, but I mean, seriously, what the fuck? This relationship doesn't seem very functional. Some of you are probably going to just go back to connect, like things that are familiar to you, like family. There is since, with the Nine of Pentacles here, my concern here, Libras, that are in a relationship, is that we've got a lot of energy all over the board here, but I've got Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. I've got a card here of working your ass off, the Wounded Warrior here. I've got a getting over heartbreak, depression, whatever, disappointing time, losing faith in something, a lot of options and shit. Moon card here suggesting a road that's unknown and stuff like that. I mean, it's just a bunch of shit that's just like kind of scattered energy. It's all scattered. And then when I'm asking, like, what's Libra specifically going to be doing past all of this shit, and it's showing me an independent energy, almost like suggesting like this is going to dissolve to some extent. But then it's showing Four of Wands, so I have to assume that maybe some of you are going to be just kind of going back to familiar things. What's familiar? Probably family or friends that are close to you, something that you can identify with, focusing on your career. So some of you may be in a relationship that seems to be going in a lot of different directions, and it doesn't seem like the best directions. So I think it's almost taxing you, or it's just a lot of work. I guess that's what I'm saying. It's not having any progress, and I think it's an unknown road, and I think it's just kind of back and forth from where it's at. What is it? What are we today? Type thing. So it's only the first 2 weeks of January, though, Libra, to be honest. So I wouldn't really stress about it. I mean, maybe you'll kind of for those of you that are doing fantastic in your relationship and things are going great, then I guess this is not really your message, but yeah. Things will probably turn around, but it does seem like some type of separation possibly occurring there. You let me know. Let me know what that's about. Or it's just like the lightest note that I can think of. That if there's no issues like that, it's just probably both you and your partner are just confused on which direction you want to go on, and there's just a lot of options at play, and there was some like delayed things. But, yeah. What do we have for Libra's monies? Career, finance. Going into the first week. January. Libra's, yeah. Libra's, I think with your monies and finances, I think there's going to be some doubt that's coming in as far as where things are going, as far as possibly concerns almost about, almost scrutinizing a little bit where things are going exactly with your financial direction. And I don't think a lot of you are focusing on it. I think there is a bit of stagnation here, but at the same time, there is a part of you that wants to move forward and go in a new direction. But there is doubt here. The Magician reverse. Okay. The leading factors here seem to be something that is revolving around this King of Cups in reverse. Somebody that's closed off, that is trying to come out the cold with you, possibly. Either that or has been in the cold with you. When I said what's in reference to it is Knight of Wands or Knight of Pentacles in reverse, suggesting someone that's not stable, that goes around in circles. It seems like somebody that you've been dealing with in the past that is causing a lot of problems in life. Now, in a financial context, this would indicate that this is a person that could potentially be draining your finances. And if a lot of you might be like, well, I haven't given them a penny, but maybe they're delaying you in other ways. It could be just like your time is being spent on this person with all their bullshit. Especially if your mood tanks on somebody that's kind of like just draining you the whole time, that's always causing problems. I mean, that's going to take you away from your ability to really make money or focus on positive things, right? We also have the card of cancel celebrations, so that I don't know if some of you are just deciding that, whatever plans you had to do something or wanting to do something or go somewhere, and maybe you have to delay those things a little bit. When I clarified what to it, it's the Ace of Pentacles upright. Just that. It's a cancel celebration things, right? And it's like a new opportunity, new growth, expansion, and that's what it's being clarified to. And then what it's referenced to is this page of fucking swords in reverse. Once again, I have to assume it's the same person here. I don't know if you have a toxic lover here that's causing delays in your ability to really make money, and it might just be sucking your time up. Maybe they're hanging out with you, calling up, and you're spending a lot of time instead of focusing on your own materialistic growth and stuff. And this is a situation where it's not going anywhere. For others of you, it may be just like a dead-end job that's really holding you back. I'm not really getting that strongly here, to be honest, but yeah. I do get a sense that this could be someone that's interfering, and it doesn't have to be a ex-lover or whatever like that. Just be someone in general. Let's get someone that's like someone, maybe it's family or something like that. But I'm not getting a heavy sense it's family, but probably like someone close to you, like a friend or a lover or something like that, that seems to be interfering with your life of some sort, causing like just issues, and just they might be just also a bit pessimistic, but coming and showing up at the worst times. I'm not getting the greatest sense, though, that you have the best optimism here, Libra, going into the first 2 weeks of January. But keep in mind, it is the first 2 weeks of January, so don't obviously fret and think like, oh my god, everything's done for and stuff like that. That's not the point here. position that you should be taking is kind of examine what the fuck is going on. If you do have someone like coming into your life like this, then ask yourself why. Why do you have that person there? Let's get a challenge card. Six of Pentacles in reverse, indicating that you probably need to be careful about, you know, if you are, and this would actually make sense here, Libras. If you do have someone toxic or something that you're dealing with, or a person or a friend or something that's asking a lot from you, always kind of coming to you and disrupting things like that, you may be tempted to give to this person. Maybe you're just trying to help them out or be there for them or whatever like that. But just understand that that comes at a monetary cost, meaning that there's money coming out of your bank account to support their ideas, their wishes, their wants, their needs. Is that something that's going to go into the future to lead to you to success? Ask yourself that question. It's a lot of, you know, it seems throughout the whole entire reading here, there's been someone here that seems to be really like almost like a hook onto Libra, kind of, and like an anvil, and you're just dragging it going into 2022, and I think the universe is wanting you to transition away from that. How you do that is another story. Now, it's not going to obviously be for everyone, but the larger portion of you out there, I would say, watching, and there is somebody here that seems to be a bit toxic in some ways, and I don't know if it's like they're just trying to take advantage of you and cause delays in your life. It's even possible, you know, the King of Cups in reverse can be someone that's a bit malicious sometimes, you know, emotionally closed off. It does have their cold side. When someone's cold, they're not very emotionally open to being humble and loving and caring, right? So they generally don't really seem to care if they spite you in some ways. So just be aware of that, you know, and also the sob stories and shit like that. If you have somebody that's trying to come in there, the question I would like you to probably ask yourself, if this is something that you are dealing with, really ask yourself, how many times have I dealt with this situation? And if the answer is more than once, then you might have somebody here that's a bit manipulative, but that's not you. It could also be a reference to con artists, people that take advantage of people with money. And we have a card here cautioning you to that. So just letting you know, Libra. Just letting you know. Alright, Libra, that's what I got for you going in the first 2 weeks of January. Hold your head up high. Any of the delays or issues and negativity and stuff like that, we have to look at the negatives as well as the positives. So don't ever, you know, think it's all bad. It's not. Things change all the time. And you obviously have the decision to make the choices in your life. So you choose what you want to do, take what applies to you, toss out the rest. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.